Okay, so what we're going to do here is try and do some installation for the Adventure Pack 13 at St. Paul Airlines. So first of all, what you want to do is download that zip file. Under your P3D, it's under Program Files, Lockheed Martin, P3D, and there you'll find the same kind of file arrangement in FSX where your effects are there. So you would again open your ap13 folder, copy those, and paste them into your effects folder. Extract everything out of this one here. And see what it says about installing this stuff. So we're going to start by looking at the instructions here and see what it wants you to do. So it says, again, now this is a new thing, copy the contents of the effects folder contained in the zip file into your Microsoft effects folder, X folder. So we'll go up to this, and just like we did before, we'll look at that. We want the texture too, so we'll highlight all three of these and hold the shift button and click on the top and the bottom to get everything selected there. So now we can say copy all of those. And we're supposed to put all of this into our effects folder. So I'm going to put this in my P3D folder. So let's go find old P3D there again, Program Files, internal Lockheed Martin, FSX effects. And so we'll just right click on this and then choose paste. So it has a folder named texture. Do you want to replace those files? No, I don't want to really replace those files. Skip. So let me just see what's in this texture. It's all these fire retardant things. So what I'm going to do, since I already have that folder, is let's see, I'm in my AP, so I want to just make sure I got all these in that same texture folder. So we'll copy those and copy those textures, and look in our effects folder here again. And we'll actually have to look at that texture and see if we've got that fire retardant in the texture file. I'm not sure I see it there. I don't see any of them. So we'll just put those in there too. And that way we retain whatever we had in there for other applications. So we'll just paste all those in there. Okay, well I guess that is in there. We'll skip that. We'll do for any context. Skip. Well, I guess all that fire retardant stuff was in there. Yeah, there they all are. Did it back in October. I don't know if I did that, but anyway, that's they're all in there, so we should be good. I actually have another fire retardant thing working, so or fire program thing, so that's probably how they got in there. But anyway, so we've got all that in there in the texture. Now let's use this quick back to so we can get back to our main folder and go back to the main fire retardant effect folder where it's got the directions. Okay. Okay, now what we're going to do is add the effect to an aircraft that doesn't already have a retardant. So let's choose the DHC6 as our DHC6 300 wheel as our to drop fire retardant. We're going to open its aircraft config file. We're going to try and go down and see if we got a smoke system. Not seeing it right off, so let's do a quick search. Edit, find smoke. Okay, find next. Okay, there's no smoke system listed here, and so we'll just be putting a new one in there. Yep. Okay, so what we're going to do is just copy this, and then we'll paste it in here. See where we can add this here reasonably. I don't think it matters. Yeah. But after near the top, and put it right under general here. Add some spaces. Put paste. Edit. Paste. Okay, so we got the smoke 6-second in there for this for the 300 model. And we'll save that. And we'll minimize that for now. See what it does. Okay, so that might do it. So I got my prepared 3D open, and we're gonna now try and find that plane. So we're looking for the DHC6 300 series. Okay, so I got an ACLAC error. Any other ones here? Nothing fancy, I guess. No. Like Solomon Islands. Click here. Wheels. I'll use this one. Okay, so we'll make this our fire plane. I guess it'll be in all of them, but this is the one we'll try and fly. So let's pick an airport here. Okay, so here we are at Juneau, and let's check our kneeboard real quick. Let's see if there's a button for that. I think there was, but let's see if I can find it here. Vehicle, instrument. Oh, there it is, kneeboard. Keys. Let's see what drops the smoke. So, see smoke. Maybe under like special stuff. I think it would be in here. Oh, there it is. Smoke system. Looks like an I, capital I. Okay, well, let's go and drop fire retardant all over the guys at the airport. They'll love us for that. So let's see what we can do here. Alright, you guys. Show our appreciation to the hard-working airport workers at Juneau here. Try giving them an I key with smoke. Just try pushing the I button first here. Alright, let's go to an outside view here. Oh yeah. Have some of that. Gotta love it. That's just with the I key. I'll go back and see what kind of damage we caused here. Ha! Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Gave you a good long patch there. Okay, so now if you have a smoke system and you want to save it and temporarily put something else there, we'll say that this is something like, you know, I don't know, smoke for landing or whatever, and or whatever. But what we're going to do is we're just going to, instead of just replacing this with the 3-second one, we're going to just try commenting these out. You use the slash key, the character, which is by your question mark there in the lower right hand corner of most computer screens. And all we do is comment those out like that. Okay, so now we really turned off the smoke system. What we're going to do is copy this, so we should have copied it first. Copy, and we're going to paste that. Actually, let's paste it right up above and keep the other stuff hidden there. Let's go down a line so we can know what. We'll separate a line there, and then do a paste. Control V is paste. Paste that in there so we can tell, which grouping is which. We put a blank line separated so we know which is which. Now, this would be our new added smoke if we had an already smoke, and then this would be the original one with the commented out. Now what we're going to do is change this to the 3-second version, which of course is still the same smoke type thing, only it's a shorter duration of drop. And now we'll save that. I'm not sure if it'll even recognize it, but I think if we just reload the plane, this file, save this file, save that. And so now, if all goes according to plan, we should have a 3-second drop. I think, because I've saved that now, but what we're going to do is move our plane back over. We're going to reselect our plane again, and that should reload it with the new configuration. So we're just going to select the same plane we already had, and it'll just reload it. Only now I'm going to fall out of the sky because nothing's running, but I'll try and get that under control. I'm going to close that. Some flaps. Yep, come on, baby. Oops, some flaps going. And now we're going to try a 3-second drop. So let's look outside again. Yep, that was a much shorter drop. Get the other one still there. It's a bit high for a fire drop, but it's working, and it works like it's supposed to. So the other thing you're going to want to do is, I'm pretty sure, is take these 2 sound files and put them in your sound folder. You go take these 2 sound file, 2 entries from the sound file in your in the retardant zip file, and make sure you put them here in your sim sound file. So you right click there and paste them in there. I can't do that right now. I actually already pasted them in there, but go back, I'll show you again here. But you can hold the shift button down to select all in a row, or just control button to select individual files. Regardless, it does the same because we only have 2 here. Right click after you've selected them, choose copy, and then you'll note that we're actually still in the fire retardant sound. Over here we're actually looking in our prepared 3D folders. So we're going to go down to the sound file. We're going to right click on that after it's highlighted, and we're going to choose paste. So of course I already put those in there, so I can skip those, but otherwise you would post those in there. So now we'll go to the actual folder, and you'll see that they're all in there. Water drop, something like that, whatever it was called there. Water loop. Water loop 3 and water loop 6 is now installed, and now it's behaving properly, and we're getting a 3-second burst when we choose that option. the sound lines up with the actual dropping. See, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. So you've got the sound and the drop all working together there. So that's how we do that. If there's any questions, certainly join us on the St. Paul Airlines forum, and you can ask your questions there, and we'll certainly be able to help you. We should be well ready to fight, do aerial firefighting for Adventure Pack 16. Okay, for those of you that fly FSX, I'll show you how to install the scenery quick for that. Of course, as with P3D, you want to input make sure you have these effects, or install these two effects in your FSX effects folder. Now these are, I think they're actually just standard acceleration effects. We'll copy those just in case we have to put them in there, but FSX Forest Burnt and Forest Fire is what we're looking for. So let's zip up to my FSX install, and I'm going to look at my effects there, and let's alphabetize these so it's got it in alphabetical order here. FSX, FX, FX, A, B, C, D. Let's see here. D, E, F. Fireworks. There it is. Forest Burnt, huge, and Forest Fire, huge. Okay, so they're already in there because I have acceleration. So I'm going to have to reinstall those. But we are going to want to install it in our scenery library. Now, I believe the airport for flying is P40. P40. We're looking for Sky Harbor at Paradise, or Sky Park. Paradise Sky Park. There it is. Go ahead. So P40. So we're going to just zip on over there first, and we'll just leave our little trike here, and this way we can be sure that when the scenery is installed, we should see it all out there, the big fire burning, all that excitement. But okay, so here we are at Sky Park, and what we're going to do is install the scenery here for Adventure Pack 13. So we're going to again have to remember where we undid our zip file, and we're going to go to our World Scenery Library, and what we're going to do is add an area again, and now what we got to do is find on our computer here where we put that. Now I put mine in the E drive, and there it is, ap13. We want to find the one that's the scenery, which is this one. Now the FSX has a bug where it doesn't just automatically install as nicely as the prepared simulator version does. So once we highlight, click once on that to highlight it, and then it gets put in there. Then we push the OK button. Okay. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't automatically finish the install. So what you have to do is click in a white area or in a blank area. Click down here, right click, or left click, your normal mouse click, and that finishes the process. So there, now you see it's installed there. So we'll finish this, and in theory, if all goes according to plan, this should install that scenery. We've already moved the effects folder, well, checked that the effects were in there and they both existed, and so now essentially we're just going to make sure that when we fly all the way over here on our mission, that we actually have a mission to fly to, namely a forest fire encroaching upon Sky Park Airport. Okay, so we can see, as as we hoped, that we do indeed have have scenery here, and that the effects are working and scenery is as planned. So the install went okay, and we're good to fly our mission, Adventure Pack 13, St. Paul Virtual Airlines. Thanks for watching.